All right. Good morning, everybody. The first person in was Alexander Cummings, and then Sergio in second place with Buenos Dias, and Mike Bozid was in third place. But I think, from what I saw, Alexander and Sergio were like neck to neck. I think like the moment I came on, they're like, boom. It was pretty funny, actually. Competitive. That's good. All right. All right. I got a couple of good picks up here. We got nanovaricides, right? Isn't that what NNVC is? I think so. Let me see. Yeah, nanovaricides is way up on some kind of news. So, what typically happens, as you can see in this chart on Spiked News, is they'll have uh, a huge run that day. Okay, look at the previous chart here on the right. They'll have a huge run on the spike day. Okay, and then it will end, and you'll have to sell, and it will come back down halfway. Sometimes all the way and be red. So be prepared. Like this day here, huge day. All it did was go up and then go bleed red all day. Another one here. Um, and let's see. Here's another one. Here's another two spikes that did exactly what I said. Ran up all day and then well, maybe morning, and then closed halfway down, all the way up and then closed halfway down. So the plan on nanovaricides is, we hope that it's going to run today a little. And if it does, we're just going to get whatever blip it gives us, and then we'll be done with it. Okay, that's the way we trade these. We're not investing in these companies. These are Aerotine systems. All right, and then also in the corner here, I have Life, which has just broken out in pre-market. And hey, you guys over on TikTok, how you doing? Good morning. Just click like and stuff like a couple times every now and then whenever you like something that I'm saying, because that'll boost the stream, and I appreciate that. Thank you. So anyway, Life, yeah, is breaking out. It already broke out pre-market, the high of 1130. Thank you guys. And about a $10 stop would work on that. Right now, even still a $10 stop probably. It's hitting 12. You might be able to get in for 50 cents of risk right now on Life. Right now, who knows if it just keeps running. You can get in for like 50 cents of risk, stop at 1150, and maybe it'll just keep running. Let's see what happens. We have 17 minutes until the market opens. Let's see where that goes. So Life and nanovaricides probably the biggest spikers pre-market. But I'm also watching JCS, Ader, IC, RGNX. It's an I company. PRQR, and SDC, if I didn't already say that. Also AEI and AMBA. If there's anything else, let me know. I'm going to start labeling those up right now. AMBA. But what's going on with KPLT, Edon? Because if it's not getting eyeballs today, if people aren't interested in it, then it's not going to move. It has to be one of the top stocks going on. All right, you guys over on TikTok, make sure you click the link in my bio to come join my trading community. It's making a move back up. OCGN, let me take a look. It has potential. It has potential. I'll keep it on watch, yeah. Thanks for the likes. Yep, click like whenever you hear anything interesting that you like that I'm talking about. That'll help boost the stream. Thank you very much, guys, on TikTok. Thank you. OCGN. Well, it's not really creating any kind of a sentiment of a shape this morning. It's not bullish. It's not bearish. Just kind of sideways. So I'm going to put OCGN kind of in the corner over here. How was the vacation? Oh, it was awesome. It was great. I don't know really what's going on with SDC, but yesterday it had a good day, and then it followed through it after hours, and then pre-market it pushed up even more, hit 6.7. It's now back to 6.3. So if it breaks 6.7, that'll be a breakout momentum trade, and we'll go and we'll grab it. Let's see, what are you guys talking about? Yesterday you tried to like the stream. I tried to like the stream, but didn't know how to. So I just double tapped and it sent a kissy face. I know that's the same thing. That's how I do it too. Uh, yeah, I just double click. I think there's lots of different icons come out. There's a star. There's a palm right now going on. A heart. Congratulations thing. What is that fucking congratulations thing? It looks kind of like a Thanksgiving. What do they call that? It's a really weird word. A cornucopia, right? Isn't that what it's called? I think so. Looks like a cornucopia with streamers coming out of it. But Emma, no, we've been down that road, my friend, a couple times. It wouldn't have worked out, Emma. It wouldn't work out. I'm a different kind of guy, and you're a different kind of gal. I heard Apple was going to make. Heard Apple was going to make an announcement today, but about new phone. That's right. So starting at let's see, 10 a.m. Pacific time, Apple's going to start presentation. And I think Apple being down the last couple days, that makes it. I mean, yesterday was a really kind of good day to grab calls because it was down so much. Yesterday, even the day before when it was just like, whew, you didn't know where the bottom was. But yesterday was probably the best day to grab calls, to grab like a lotto call up at the top here, up at like 157. If you can still get a good lotto like deal on expiration of this week from Apple on Apple calls on the 157 strike, if you can still get like a lotto level price on that, then you should grab it today. And then what is a lotto level price? So it'd be like 1% of your portfolio or less. You know, you have to be willing to lose 1%. And when it comes to lotto plays, you lose everything. So it has to cost less than 1% of your portfolio, because we use the 1% rule for anybody who's not kind of following the logic on this. It makes total sense that if you're going to want to get in the ring and try a play on Apple today, you could get Apple. I think the right play is the Apple Lotto call 157 strike. So we'll see what happens there. So what's the main difference between futures and stock options? Oh, well, they're kind of quite a bit different, but the same if it's the same asset. So I don't know. You're gonna have to. I'm not gonna explain that right now. Thank you very much for that good question, though. But come join my group. Click the link in my bio. Come join the group, and then ask that question sometime. It's not me. It's you. That's right, George Costanza. Yeah, soonest expiration, because the play is for today, Jamal. Like, to understand what we're even talking about. Apple is going to be announcing the iPhone 13 today, and maybe other things. And if Apple goes bananas, it'll be worth getting an Apple Lotto call. You might not know what that means, but that's kind of an all or nothing way of playing an option. 20 cents. Yeah, right now. But when the market opens, it may inflate some. But that is awesome if it's 20 cents, man. So load up to 1% of your portfolio on those Apple calls if you want to play that one. You're going to take a 1% punch. Going to get in that ring and you're going to take a 1% punch. Let's see if there's any comments on YouTube. Nope. All right. Yes, expiration this week. Yes, because, so anyway, backing up to the expiration this week, because now we have two questions about this. Yes, obviously, because it's for today only. It's just, we're just playing the reaction, see what happens. Actually, if it does end up being this kind of situation where it might run, then maybe we'll reassess keeping it overnight. But pretty much it's just the day trade lotto play on Apple. Does everybody understand? All right, because that way we have a play here on Apple. Somebody tagged me in the group here. What's up? What's up? Not sure what it was, but Jackson, good morning, man. Gonna inch you back millimeter by millimeter. We'll get you back. And let me put Fammy down in the corner here. So here's one thing you could have did, Jackson. I don't know if you already did. But like if if Fammy goes to 0.3, which it did in pre-market, you could have had an order already sitting there to sell like 10% of your position. And then another one at 0.35, another one at 0.4, another one at 0.45. And over the next few days, maybe it starts to inch up a little bit and you start to take advantage of those moments. But right now, see, it's already curving all the way back down. So those opportunities are quick, short and sweet, so you got to take advantage. My experience is telling me to tell you that you should probably already, you did it? Oh, you did? Okay. Good. That's fine, ma'am. No, that's fine. Yeah, because it could have got worse. I mean, you made a good decision, Jackson, because could have went down another 50%. All right, good job. Way to go, Jackson. Responsible. One of the more responsible traders in the room. Takes his hit and keeps on moving. SDC is all over for a short squeeze. Heard it from a guy who heard it from a guy. So probably a bad trade. But if SDC breaks 6.7, it might squeeze and run. What kind of indicators do I use mainly? I remember last time you said you didn't have oscillators. Right. That's pretty true. Although RSI, I like RSI, and if I'm ever on someone else's system and they have RSI on, I'll be I'm able to use it. I don't really need it, but it's another helpful piece of information. The most helpful piece of information you can use is price over time. Second to that, the pivot points that creates. And third to that, I mean, that can be everything. You can build a whole system on that, but maybe volume, and then after that, oscillators. Moving averages after that. Actually, moving averages I would put before volume even. So I'd go price, action, which includes pivot point trading, and then moving averages after that, and then volume, and then oscillators, then your slew of oscillators, with the number one being RSI. Jackson says, literally could have woken up and it could have been unlisted. Yeah, absolutely, Jackson. And it happens all the time. I have a ton of stocks in my portfolio that just sit there for a year or 2 years. They were delisted, something happened, I was holding, something happened, and then you never get your money back. Nothing. You get nothing, zero. So yeah, you want to definitely minimize those, that potential. Emma says it's tough to take those losses bigger than you plan to have, but sometimes you just have to get out and accept it. Yeah. You're out of day trades for now, Eric? Okay. Need some swing entries to get some call options. I'll listen for fun to all of your day trading this morning. So, Eric, you can play the Apple day trade call that we're doing, because if you have money, at least, even though you're out of day trades, Eric, do you have money in there available? Like can you trade? Because here's what you could do: is if you want to lock in the profits, then you can sell the call that's above it, and I'll help you do that when that happens. And that's it, kind of gets around the day trading rule and gets you about 90% out of the position. Another idea, I mean, this makes more sense to you guys' minds probably, is that if you have a call and the stock price goes way up, if you buy puts, the same number of puts, what happens? Kind of locks it in, right? It's not going to go up or down anymore. It just sort of locks the trade in, right? So you could do that. You can, you can do that. You can then buy a put, or the number of calls you had, you could buy puts. Lock it in, then tomorrow you sell them both. Not perfect. Neither of them is perfect. But yeah, that's one way around the day trading issue. All right, we got 14 minutes until the open. Thoughts on FedEx? Let's see. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a beaut for IPOs for sure. Some of you said, how was my birthday yesterday? Thank you very much for asking. It was great. Thank you. Kind of still getting over this cold, this extended cough that I had after having COVID a month and a half ago. So now I'm on medication to try to, I don't know what the hell it's steroidal. So it's supposed to open up the pathways and stuff, and hopefully that'll be better in a couple of days. I'm honestly not noticing any difference yet, so I'm kind of pissed off. No, I didn't get those strippers. I just got some books from my mom. What happened to the strippers, guys? You sent them to the wrong house because the neighbor, man, they had some kind of party going on. Wrong address, wrong state. Must have sent them to Faraz's house. Faraz doesn't know. He's got the Smurfs jumping around all over there. The Smurfs jumping around all over Faraz's. He's happy, isn't he? He's happy enough. Yeah, so FedEx is not at a good prognosis, not a good point to grab a swing trade on. Whoever was asking about that, FedEx. But in the long run, probably at least 2 years. If you plan to hold for at least 2 years, it's a good investment in your long-term portfolio. Maybe not. I mean, the world is changing a lot. You might want to research that a little bit. Because a lot of goods are going virtual. A lot of things that people buy now are going to eventually slowly become irrelevant. One day we'll just be naked, asleep human beings in a plasma pod with a thing hooked up to the back of our brain, and we'll buy clothes, we'll put it on, but in the virtual reality. So anyway, but that'll be about 80 years into the future. We get in our plasma pod. Sergio says that would be nice. Okay, Sergio, but let me actually go into a little more detail on that. So you're gonna have to hook up something to your outputs. They got to stick that up there. Prague already did. It's moved pre-market, moved in likely, but break at 1.16. What comes to? What's up, Jamal? About Prague? Something about Prague? 3 months to fully go away? Okay. My taste did come back, Killjoy. Yeah, I think so. I haven't noticed a problem with the taste. I must be at least so far back that I can just taste everything. Must be 80% or more. How about that, huh? Matrix 4? That looks awesome. I've been waiting for that Matrix 4 for, God, how long has it been? It's like 10 years. Looks like it's going to be either in a world that got rebooted, because that's basically what happened at the end of the Matrix 3. I'm not even sure if everybody understood that. It wasn't necessary to be understood, but they rebooted the Matrix basically at the end of Matrix 3. Neo being the one went back into the system, rounded the equation, and then they rebooted the system into its next iteration, right? The architect talked about. So I guess this Matrix 4 is going to be a different reboot level. I'm thinking that's what it is. So that really opens up the possibilities. Good shit, man. I have pretty high hopes for it. I hope it reboots at 5 and 6 as well. What do you guys think? Would you like that? Yes. All right, F cell is popping right now. I'm going to put that down here. And we've got 9 minutes to the open. And life continues to run. Like I mentioned, if you were able to get it around 12 for 50 cents of risk, you're already at 1R. Yeah, man, I am. So F cell starting to consolidate a little bit. If it breaks 6.3, you can get in for 20 cents of risk. No, even less, 15 cents of risk. So that's pretty good on F cell. 15 cents of risk means that 1R is only 15 cents. Let's see. I need to label that up. And we got OCGN and family over there. I mean, FAMI. Oh, forget FAMI, actually. I only had that up for Jackson. Screw FAMI. Sybil, CYBL. Somebody asks. Yeah, no, sorry. Don't have any thoughts on that. It's a penny a share. And other than maybe you should go watch The Wolf of Wall Street, it's probably an Aerotine Systems. Don't fall for it. Don't get stuck. Get out of that. Life is hitting a 3-year high today. That's what we like to see. We like to be there on those days that are that once in a lifetime opportunity, once in a lifetime happening event for these companies. Then the next day, next. We don't even care. UMC seems fine. Daily D report. What? Oh, deer report. Okay. Might dump in the morning hard. Really? SPY is going up. Rates are going down. Technology, therefore, will go up and have a good day. So that's good for Apple again. So that's good for the Apple lotto call play that we may be doing here. It may be a good idea to get the call soon this morning. So as soon as the market opens, maybe, so you can get a good price. It can be a better idea. I'm going to give you kind of an advanced tip on choosing the option here for the day trade. It can be a better idea for your lotto call when you're looking to spend that 1% of your portfolio on the call to instead getting load up on 1% of the 157 strike to instead maybe taper it, get the 155 call, get a few less of the 155 or a few less of the 152.50 or even a few lesser of the 150s. But you can, that's your decision. You're going to strike it rich if the lotto call happens, though. But if you expect to lose it all, yeah, and go for those $20 calls, and you're okay with losing it all, that 1%. And if it happens, oh yeah, you're going to hit it big time. Justin, you pasted the whole meeting information there. Okay. Evening witnessing. Oh, okay, that's something else. I think you're doing a church meeting or something. No, no, no. That's a bird watching. Yeah, sure. Is life entry 1266 and risk about 38 cents? Yeah. And then 38 cents, that's I'll have to take a closer look at. Okay, the market opens in 4 minutes. Like I would put your stop at 1220. Who's that? Justin, I think. Justin, I put your stop at 1220. That's 45 cents approximately. So 50 cents. You bet. Good morning, guys. All right, we've got 3 minutes until the market open. We've seen too much. He's going to come after us. Yeah. I was so into the music score before I saw this one movie for this movie called Eagle Eye. The music is so good. Oh my God. If you can get the score by Brian Tyler, a friend of mine, the score is so good. And then you go and you see the movie, and holy shit, was that a bad movie? Oh my God. That movie kind of sucks. Eagle Eye. Have you guys seen that? Oh my God. That was unfortunate. I really had high hopes for that movie based on the music. Why not AMC today? It's just not happening as much as we would hope that it would be happening. The IC entry, I would wait for, the green. I would wait for yesterday's high, 1525. All right, here we go. We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds to the market open. I don't know right now about that one. Let's see what happens here at the open. If you guys want to come join our trading community so you can see full screen and have no delay, you're over on TikTok. Click the link in my bio. Here we go. 15 seconds to the open. And life 1266 for 50 cents of risk. If it breaks 1266, life. F cell stop loss is pretty much 6.2. All right, here we go. Already got a breakout there. All right, get your 20 cents. What is going on? Stop saying that. Oh my goodness. Fidelity's being a dick about giving me my Apple options right now. Did anybody get in for your Apple Lotto calls? Good on you, man. I got to retype the whole damn thing. All right, here we go. Apple Lotto calls. They screwed me over a lot of price there. There's weird messages. All right, I hope I got them. And how are these other trades going? Okay, Life didn't quite break out yet, and Nanovericides is crapping out. IC has not come up to the breakout point. Apple is doing good things. So is Tesla and Amazon. Okay, good. I got my fill. I got 24 cents a contract, 17 contracts on the Apple Lotto call today to go all in on Best Buy. So you put your life savings into it. All right, Brady. Good luck. That's not the greatest idea. And even if it works out, you might learn a really good lesson. So send me a private message, man, and I'll give you some information on risk management in the future, just to be careful. I want to protect you. Entry on Life. Yes, you guys are in Life. Who got in? What price did you get in on Life? Michael also had to do. You got 23 cents. Good job. 1237, 1257, 1192 pre-market. Okay, 1265. All right, good job. You guys over on TikTok, we're pretty much going to be ending the stream. You have a bit of delay. If you'd like to join us and trade with no delay, you need to click the link in my bio. So from the looks of it, it looks like the Apple market makers are going to try to get everybody out. They might try to take the market down. I'm not sure. Let's see here. I have a little bit of a theory growing there, but maybe it's not coming true. Let's see. Liu. Liu is a gap up, open, and now fader. So you need to short Liu. Lew, Matt. That's a short. It's a short, and if you can get it in time. Oh my! It looks like ASIS has really continued. We're doing outstanding on ASIS. I'm up 1.2 grand on that, 17%. And how about today on Ford? Nope, Ford wants to pull back a little bit today. All right, AEI is coming up. Life stop. You want to know the life stop? I mean, it's really tinkering with your stop. It should be 12.2. But if you've taken profits, it would be break even. Hey, everybody over on TikTok, make sure you click like, a bunch of times and stuff to boost the stream. Appreciate it. Tesla breaking out. Tesla, if you want Tesla, if you think it's going to continue, which it may, you can get in for about $10 of risk. is my quick assessment. Yeah, it seems about right. Tesla, $10 of risk. Hey, thanks for the likes, everybody, on TikTok. There we go. What are we looking at? We're watching, it's kind of overexposed, I guess, isn't it? But we're watching Ader, Life, Nanovaricides, IC, PRQR, JCS, F-Cell. F-Cell is breaking out, you guys. Did we already talk about that? Who's in F-Cell? There you go. You got an F-Cell. Did I alert that? I don't think I did. Good job, you guys. But yeah, the stop on F-Cell will be something like 610. And you can still get in now. It's at 640, so 30 cents of risk. Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Thanks, Yang. Now, again, you guys over on TikTok, you're experiencing a little bit of a delay, like a 20, 30, 40-second delay. If you want zero lag, you got to come join our trading community. And we're having Zoom going on with very, very low lag. So just click the link in my bio to come join the trading community. All right, SDC is coming up. If SDC breaks 6.7, that'll be an entry, currently with 50 cents of risk. On F-Cell. Oh, okay. All right, Jamal. Now, the problem with getting contracts, though, Jamal, versus shares during a day trade is you're not going to be able to take out your nice partial profits all along the way. And that is actually kind of the beauty of the whole system. Partial profits is the pro way to trade. And holding until this sort of very last moment kind of thing, I mean, it's somewhere between beginner and and expert. Definitely not easy, that's for sure. You know that. Our trade on CFLT also following through. Looks like Marvell. Yep, Marvell having another good day. Excellent. DFX having a good day. Google just hanging in there. So we might not see a move on Apple for let's see, 2 hours from now, even more because of full presentation. Right. So just hang on. Now, if Apple were to go down and you didn't get your calls yet on the Lotto Play, you could grab them for even cheaper, probably 18 cents, 15 cents per share. So $15, something like that. AZRX circuit breaker timing. I don't have my high speed setup running right at the moment. So I don't know when the unhalt will be. It made a split, it looks like, the other day. Fell from 6.5 to 4.4 to 4. Probably was a share offering. It's just a shitty biopharmaceutical company, man. You cannot put your money into these biopharmaceutical companies. All they do is rape you. I mean, like literally, that's what they do. They like designed to take your money and use it for R&D. That's literally what they're designed to do. AEI. Thanks for the likes on TikTok. Thank you. AEI is about to break out 3.14 pi. We're breaking out of pi. If AEI breaks pi, then you can buy Egypt. I don't know. SDC, if it breaks 6.7, you can get in for 50 cents of risk. And no, AEI, if it breaks 3.14, you could put your stop around 2.9. So about 25 cents of risk. 25 cents of risk. Jackson, what was the question? Tiger. Somebody wanted me to check out Tiger. Let's see. Yeah, Tesla's running $10 a risk was the entrance at 750. Sucky thing about that is then therefore you're expecting a $20 move, so it's got to go to 770 to make that trade long-term profitable decision. Yeah, okay. Tiger breaking out, sure. Ah, no, I don't like that because it's moving right into bag holders. Do not like Tiger. No. Gawain every now and then, I mean, it just goes to show. I think what it goes to show is number one, how often those plays make sense, and it's not that often, is it? And number two, that there's no rule that you can't find a way to break if you really know what you're doing. Always, the rules are there to get you to like the end of the intermediate level, and then from the advanced level on, you can start putting together so much knowledge and information that you can decide, you know what, I'm gonna bend the rule a little bit. Yeah. Right on. AEI is almost about to hit that 3.14, and if it does break out, that'll be a 25-cent risk. If you want to learn about these risk levels that I'm calling out, you're not familiar, that is the 1% rule, and I have video lessons on that in my Market Mastery video lessons. So just send me a private message in Discord or in TikTok and ask me for the link to that. And you can learn about the 1% rule. And that's how we calculate our risk. It's basically 1% of your portfolio divided by the risk equals number of shares. Oh, that's good. Good. Vink of a Be Big. Well, Be Big, we're watching it, but it's not happening today, it looks like. Mm-mm. Today's not an interesting day for Be Big. So IC did just now break out of yesterday's high, 1525. IC. It's already pulling back, so you can still get a good price with the stop at 1450. Okay, so 1525, 1450. That's $1.75 of risk. Thanks for the likes on TikTok. Thank you. Well, FCell hasn't crapped out. See, that's the problem with FCell is if you don't get a substantial run, by the time you're supposed to sell, which is the all out, might be break even or less, and you never got a chance to profit. So Jamal, hopefully now you're learning that lesson, that it's much better to day trade with shares than options. Don't be an options junkie. So much so that you start day trading options. It's much better to day trade with shares. What was the Apple option call? You're still good in it. It's the 157.50 strike. Because they're having their meeting today. Their announcements. We have something that'll ping was something. Where is it? What was it? What was it? That was a fresh breakout somewhere. Might have been a reversal. PRQR. That might have been what it was. But yeah, here's FCell. Looks like it's about to break out. Nanovaricide's getting close. I don't think so. Is it? Oh, it is. Okay, I was looking at Ader, thinking that Nanovaricides was Ader. Okay. So yeah, if Nanovaricides breaks 541, pretty much 490 would be your stop. So 50 cents of risk. AZRX unhalted. Okay. And the market is pulling back now. This is just a total fake out, guys, because rates are not changing, and yet the market's dropping. And the reason why it went up was because rates were down, and rates are not changing, and the market's going down. This is just price hunting. This is just what's it called? God, I can't think of the name. When we're trying to find a price. Anybody in the hive mind know what I'm trying to say? Price hunting is what I'm thinking. Price discovery. Thank you. Thank you, RJ. Thank you. So we're just doing some price discovery on the market right now. I don't. You should buy this dip. Don't, like, literally. I was gonna say, don't buy into the fact that the market is going down, because it's not. So therefore, buy into it. Yeah. Therefore, buy into it. Took the 50%. What does that mean, Jamal? You had two contracts, so you sold one. What does that mean? What's popping? It looks like that other one didn't really come up. Nanovericides and F-cell. F-cell seems to be having a good morning. All right, AEI is almost there to the breakout level. 3.14 on AEI. AEI. And actually, you can then get in for, it looks like, about 15 cents of risk. Stop at $3. Prague, right. Yeah, there might not be much movement on Prague. It does not move much each day. Let's see. The market's still going down. The markets are finding a little bit of a bottom right now. So yeah, it's time to buy. Life has crapped out. 12.2 was the stop on your life entry. It is well beyond that. It broke below 12. It's now at 11.8. So yeah. There goes AEI. That was the bing. AEI for 15 cents of risk entry. And F-cell continuing to do good. You guys over on TikTok, thank you for the likes. And don't forget to click the link in my bio. That way you can be trading with us with zero lag. There's about 20 or 30 seconds of lag on the TikTok stream. So I tell you to get in, and we might already all be out by the time you get in. Woo, look at AEI go. What prices did you guys get AEI at? Right at 3.14. Hell yeah. Oh, way to go. Because for the 15 cents of risk, we really only need 30 cents. So that's 3.45. And now we've got 2 to 1. You will actually have 2R return. And you do need to be taking profits every, what is it, guys? Between 3 and 5? 10 cents, I believe. Yeah, 10 cents. So make sure you're taking 5 to 20% out, you guys, beneath every 10-cent level. So 330, 320. You should already have taken 2 profit points at this point. There we go. Sergio posted it. AEI now 3.3. So which Apple calls did I buy? So you could take like 1% of your portfolio, whatever that is, and then buy up to that amount of the 157.50 strike. 157.50 on Apple, and right now it's getting even cheaper. 17 cents, might be even cheaper. 14 cents now. $14 per contract. AEHR is done. Let's see. Are we in a swing trade on AEHR? No, it's not done. No, it's not done. Making higher lows. That's excellent progress. Thank you for the likes over on TikTok. No, I never heard about Weeble's stops disappearing. Anybody else ever had that problem? So AEI is pulling back to your entry right now, and if you've already taken your profits, as you should have, you're going to hit your break-even stop, and that's fine. Then you're going to get all out. All right, the market dropping now. It is not below yesterday's low. It is not below the day before, Friday's low, which was really low. So really all it's doing right now is just ranging. trading around. There's no actual direction per se at the moment. It's just random motion taking advantage of range. $9.52 entry on AEHR. Is that what it was? Okay. Nice. Yeah, I see. How many months do I predict for the SPY drop? Asked somebody. You're already presuming there's going to be a SPY drop. You're saying how many months will it last? The longest that any drop has lasted since the pandemic, in order to pull back out, was, I believe, this point here from September to November, exactly 2 months. So the worst it's going to get, and that was bad last year. The worst it's going to get is 2 months. That was like election, and there was just all kinds of turmoil going on there. It's not going to get that bad again. On average, we're back up and over all-time highs in less than a month on any corrections. So this is a time to buy. Oh no, we're going to keep hold. It's a lotto call. These are lotto calls on the Apple, based on Apple's going to be releasing information today during their presentation that may excite investors, excite the stock. And so we have lotto calls, meaning if it works out, we make money. If it doesn't work out, we lose everything. So they're really cheap. The 157.50 calls are just, I think, maybe like 13 cents right now, $13 each right now, $12 each right now. Works out, great. So we'll see what happens, and that's going to happen at in Eastern time, 1 p.m. is when that meeting starts, presentation starts. Blue I had up and I took off. Let's take a look at blue. You say it's running. Oh yeah, that's break and run on blue. Already missed it. So Jackson, in those situations where it's had a big day, like yesterday, a breakout will be at the level of yesterday's high for continuation. So in case you can get to it before I can, that's the play. So that would have been at $5.15, $5.15. It's already at $5.17. And we probably could have got that for 15 cents of risk. 15 cents of risk. That would have been insane, because right now you'd be up at least 4R. I don't know why I took that off my radar. In fact, I don't think I. Well, that was a mistake to take it off my radar. It's Tuesday. You're still here? Go home. Movie's over. What do I think of Ader? Nada. Like, I don't really think about it. We day traded it, and now it's crapping out. We'll wait to see if it takes off again. If it doesn't, then we won't be in it. If it does, then we'll be in it. Simple as that. Okay, blue's pulling back. If blue breaks 6.07, you'll be able to get in for 30 cents of risk. F cell just on a continuous run. Was it Justin or who's got F cell contracts? How much you up on F cell? 100% on the one you have left. Yeah. Ah. You say you should have bought more, but probably not. If you calculated your 1%. That's right. Jackson knows. Jackson's trying to tell you. Can you imagine how smart we'd be if we all shared each other's experiences? SPY is dropping precipitously. Hang on, guys. We might need to go for SPY puts. What's going on here? Yes, it's breaking Friday's low. You may want to get SPY puts right now. I don't know what's going on. If anybody can get them faster than I can, I'm going to be pretty slow at it. It'd be about $1.50 of risk. Really bizarre too, because rates are actually dropping. So this is very tricky. This is bullshit. This is definitely a spot to be bought up, and everyone's taking their money out of the flight to safety, gold. So in other words, they're getting ready to strike. They're getting ready to buy this dip. This is some millionaires, billionaires move here, right? Going on. Maybe Jackson, or some individual stock that's perfectly set up. I'm gonna get some SPY calls actually, because this seems completely wrong. I'm just gonna kind of like just average into that as this whole thing plays out, and I'll stop when it starts to work out. Blue, huh? What calls? I got the 445. Thought you said puts. It just doesn't look right, man. It doesn't look right. Everybody's exiting gold, so they're converting to cash, and rates are dropping. That's excellent for tech. So I think, even better move might be to buy QQQ calls. One thing that happens when a crash happens is the first day or even second day as it's happening is that you usually are playing that you're going to be grabbing the bottom of some kind of a dip, but then you lose. So like, for instance, like what we're doing right now, we're buying calls. But then it continues to drop really hard. That can be the sign of a crash. But anyway, I do not see the signs of a crash across the market. I'm going to check a special indicator right now. See if I see signs of a crash here. Impending crash. No, everything's perfectly healthy. This is just some kind of a manipulation. It doesn't make sense. Oil's fine. Rates are going down. That makes it easier to prosper as a company. Tech usually will rally in those situations. So this drop is just a little bit of panic. Maybe it's a bunch of retail traders freaking out. Oh, that's excellent, RJ. On the low of day. But what was the low? The low of day kept getting lower. Which low of the day? like on as a pivot. So like at 447.50. Hey, thanks for the likes on TikTok. Appreciate it. One guest requested. FCell just keeps going. Yep. STC totally crapped out. Never broke 6.7. It's easy to spot fresh breakouts, but how do you decide the stop loss level in the last hour when after a midday drop, stock reverses and breaks high of day? You can go with either the pivot that's between the high of day and the breakout point, the low, or the most recent minor pivot. So I did a class on that last Thursday, as a matter of fact, I think. It might have been in the context of swing trading. I don't remember. But there's, the major pivots and then there's minor pivots. But pivot point trading will solve that for you, Matt. And if you're not enrolled in the market mastery classes, that's where you should go to learn a lot about that pivot point trading. It will really help demystify everything for you. You're in market mastery. Okay. Yeah, no, in market mastery is some stuff on price action and pivot point trading. There's not a recording from last week's class, but there will be one of it available in the market mastery. There's not one available for the VIP. I messed up. I didn't record the one that I needed to record for the VIP. It's a different format. It was mostly for swings, yeah, but definitely applies, Jamal. Definitely applies to day trading. It's the exact same thing. Pivot point trading, reading the price action and everything. How much you up on that option on FCell? Must be like 115% now, huh? Yeah, who that was? 445.8 pivot break. Oh, pretty recent. Okay. Oh, okay, Jamal. That was me. Don't mind. Oh, no, it wasn't, Josh. But no worries. It was Scott 7585. I never did one of those guest request things. It's kind of a new feature. Blue still running. FCell still running. Oh, that's a good example, Jamal. Is you shouldn't have sold FCell. I mean, literally, you should not have. Like 100%, you should not have sold FCell because it did not hit your all-out point. So, that's a really great example. A really great example of how the options screw you and they scare you into selling before you should have. What's up? FCell is like perfect. Yeah. Chart. Yes. 318% up on options on what, Neil? Perfect path of victory, Sergio says. Yeah. So to understand that path of victory concept, Jamal, you should really learn that because you could still be in FCell for sure. Nice. Neil, what's 318% up? Yeah, I think we're still in net. Correct me if I'm wrong. Otherwise, yesterday we got stopped out. No. Yesterday we got stopped out. Yeah. So just forget about it. Why are you looking at something you're not in anymore? Right? But sometimes there does become a re-entry. That's right. If net does break over yesterday's high and it's really close, that could be a re-entry, yes. But it would be to the bottom of yesterday's low, so it'd be almost $8 of risk, I think. Hey, thanks, Josh. Yeah. Smash the like button to boost the stream. Thank you very much. What happened here? Spy may retest Friday low. Benjamin says that's like looking at girlfriend's Facebook that broke up with you 3 years ago. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That's a perfect analogy. Well, it's not the perfect analogy because Camille was right. Today we might go right back into that particular stock. Are we watching Facebook? No. Let's take a look at it. Well, you can always give her a call. Yeah. Just don't be a Facebook stalker. That's funny. So Facebook doesn't look great right now for a run. It doesn't look primed for a run. But of course, it's great. It's doing great, and you should probably have it in your long-term portfolio. It's just outstanding company with incredible metrics and no debt. You bought puts yesterday morning on net. Yesterday on the morning tank on net. Then you bought calls on the low part of the dip, just waiting to see if it will continue today. Wow, that's some good trading, Camille. Very nice. Very nice steering. Do I buy foreign stocks? Not really. There's enough opportunity, I think, on the U.S. markets. There goes IC, you guys. IC, ISEE, just popped out of just broke 15.45 breakout level, hitting 15.9 right now. And the stop at 15.20, so 70 cents, 80 cents of risk. ISEE, bit ballistic right now. Yeah, it's all-time high breakout. 1550 was the level to break. No, there won't be a market crash soon. No, we've got stimulus being pumped through the markets. Um, We just had a crash. We're recovering. We're reflating economically. Do you understand? Like what would crash the market is some massive cataclysmic situation, just like it did, right? So that's what you have to think about. The markets don't just crash. So you have to think, okay, is there a massive cataclysmic situation about to happen in the economy, not the fucking market? Like, just remember, the markets don't crash. The world crashes. The economies crash. The markets just reflect that. Markets don't just crash. Something happens. Well, all right. Okay, there was the dot-com bubble. I'll give you that. But, there was some kind of a debt bubble crash going on there. Yeah. I think you overestimate the American people. Most American people are retarded, Young Hui. You're a smart guy. You're projecting your smarts into American people. Most Americans are fucking morons. They always have been. I mean, that's kind of what it's like. That's kind of what, like, you think cowboys were learned, and like freedom, freedom is for dumbasses. Like, it's something that we're ready to fight for. I think smart people want to be more compliant. You know, dumbasses, they're like, fuck you. We'll take freedom. Thank you. So I think what you'll find is that maybe there'll be some riots or whatever should that happen, Yang Hui. I mean, you might be right about that, but that it really won't be overwhelming. Hmm. Yeah, because everyone's smart, man. You guys got, you're getting a good education. Over in China, they just are prohibiting you from playing video games as a child for too many hours because it's unproductive in making you an intelligent, productive um, person in society. You know? Yeah. So, we'd never do that here in America. We'd do the opposite. We'd be like, all right, that's, sorry for you, China. Now let's do a marathon. Who can play video games the longest? And then, like, then the most, and then they'll have an event. The most number of people playing the longest video game session in world history in the United States. We're the opposite. We do the opposite. We want to show that we have the right to be dumbasses. And it's bad. I know it's bad. But it is true that the GDP of the United States is intellectual property. So our greatest asset is our patents and our inventions and our great thinking. But that comes from a few people. That comes from probably less than, I don't know, 4% of the population. All right, Apple rebounding a little. Well, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call it a rebound until it breaks a previous pivot, which it's close to, but it's going to have to break a previous pivot to do that. Yeah, so if you got puts on SPY, I'm not buying into that. You probably should cut them, turn around and possibly grab calls. This just doesn't seem something doesn't seem right about that. Yeah, we got Ader front and center. AbbVie, a good long-term hold. We were in an AbbVie swing earlier this year. Take a look at it. Ooh, wow. What a huge drop. I think I remember that happening, yeah. A long-term hold on AbbVie. That does not look like a profitable move from here. Wow, Yang Hui, fantastic. Yang Hui played it right. He's close to 4R just from F cell, even after taking profits. So see how now, other than F cell, hey, there goes RGNX if you want it. RGNX. Chris says he got tagged as a pattern trader, stepped away from the Zoom until I could top off my account. I feel like you've eased up on the infamous tongue lashings. Maybe I have, Chris. Trying to think. Yeah, it depends. You know what it was? It's because I got COVID and I just don't have the full like several paragraphs diplomacy. I don't have the level of health right now for full diplomacy. So I might call somebody out, hurt their feelings, and actually be a dick instead of saying like that I'm doing it for their better good and can't think 100% right now. Yes, I'm at half diplomacy. I'm not at full diplomacy right now. So I have to be careful. But yeah, when it comes to Wednesdays, another thing is also TikTok has been like not promoting like stocks and crypto streams as much. They've been like shadow banning them, is what the word is. They've been kind of anti promoting them, just sort of not supporting or promoting them, if that's what the keywords are that are going on inside of the stream, or if it's translating my speech and the words are matching certain words that have to do with stocks or crypto, then it suppresses the stream. It's really dumb. We're trying to figure out if we can get around it. So anyway, because of that, we're not getting as many meme tards as we usually get. The shadow ban is real. Jackson knows it. Yeah. Totally unfair. It's gonna be one of those things that implodes on itself. It's just gonna take time. It might take even like 20, 30 years, Jackson. So we're gonna have to suck it up and work through it. But like for instance, there was a girl that went to a all girls school, and while she was there, she she became like transgender. Oh, by the way, the market is dropping now. If anybody wants to try puts right now, it might be worth it. I'm going to hold my calls, but this could be an inflection point where you could get puts. Anyway, this girl went to an all-girls school, like high school or something, and she became somewhere along the line. She became transgender, and then she wanted to be on the what do you call it? Like the board for this um, treating people with equality of equal rights or something. But she was denied because now she's considered a boy, a man. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Did you guys hear about that? Oh my god. I like to try to find that because anyway, that's a perfect example of how their hypocrisy implodes upon themselves. It's not logical. They don't use logic. They're using emotions. We don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, so therefore it's logical that we institute this particular policy. But it's really about the feelings, and feelings aren't logical. We know that. You can't even access your creator fund? Oh no. I wonder if that happened to me. I got to go check. I haven't even checked on that in a while. Down on engagement on all videos for sure. The community guidelines dude, he texted me telling me I was going to be in a tight spot for a few months. Yep. Jackson, send me that. I'm curious if you have that guideline thing. I want to read that too. Eric says they want you to pay them to promote your videos. No, it's not necessarily that. It's not necessarily that. No. It's idealistic. It's not pragmatic. If they were pragmatic, they'd let everyone do anything they wanted because then they can make more money off that. No, it's not pragmatic. It's idealism, which is like Hitler, like fucking, idealism is what is the root of all evil. So anyway, suppressed all your videos. They want to pay. No, what they want, ideally, TikTok, is to be the land of lipstick and fashion and beauty and leprechauns and rainbows. And, that's what they want. It's fascist, elitist idealism. Yeah, it's fascism. If you're not with their program, you're out. That's fascism. So anyway, yeah. Yeah. And then somebody just wrote, what do you think about, I don't want to say the trigger word, being shadow banned? Yeah, that's great. So but that's really what's happening. I mean, I understand this stuff. I studied sociology at Yale. I get it. I understand politics. I understand evolution. I understand how politics is evolution, actually, and how we need both sides, believe it or not, and we need male and female. If we were not a sexually reproductive species, like a yeast cell has asexual reproduction. Yeast cell does not need to find another mate. It can just duplicate from itself. Has no need to find another. It's asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction does not lead to evolution. It does not lead to improvements. Sexual reproduction is what leads to improvements because you get variation due to random recombining, random recombining of the genes. It randomizes the recombining, puts them into different environments, so you get this multifaceted result and survival of the fittest kind of thing. Yeah, Nick. A little bit of everywhere. UCLA also. Yeah. Anyway, it sucks. It sucks. Yep. Sucks, but it could be around, Jackson, I'm telling you, for a generation or more. Because that's the cycle. It's called the fourth turning. Could be this way for about 30 years. So 2050. We are the people that have to live through this dip. That's it. And that's our life. That's just where we are. Back in the 80s, going into the 90s and 2000, it was the best era ever. It was the strongest people. I mean, we were fucking building the world. Dude, the people were not complaining. Little pussies. They would build skyscrapers to the fucking moon, elevators to the moon. Now it's like, wait a minute, you can't do that. We shouldn't do. Maybe we should ban leather. Because it's like, forget it. But it's an era that we're gonna have to go through because, and you know what happened? It's my fault. It's our fault. It's the '80s people's fault. We did so well that we wanted to give our kids this feeling that they didn't have to work hard, that they didn't have to strive, and so they became pussies. I mean, my children, it's ridiculous. I have 7 kids, and it's exactly what's going on. So, it's exactly what somebody just said. Hard times make tough men, and those tough men make easy times because they had to, right? And then easy times make soft men. And then those soft men, when they grow up, and each of these takes 20 years, they make hard times. They fuck everything up. So that's where we are now. We've got 20 years of pussies going to start leading the free world, and we're going to have to live through it. Boy, I really got you guys riled up. I have 7 kids. Yes. In fact, I would have a lot more if my wife would let me. Some people might understand what I mean. Some women say hard men are good to find. Wow, I like that, Alex. Wow, that's really cool. I like that. That's true, man, and worth it. Luckily, I have some very young kids also. I have a 4-year-old, so I already see the problem. I my other kids, my oldest kids became like um, the weaker kind of people. Maybe later in life they'll change. I don't know. But now I have some younger kids, and I understand now what I'm going to have to do to get them to come out the right way. It's pretty complicated because you basically have to uh, teach them that it is not easy times, even though it is easy times. That they need to get out there and fix the roof and climb the ladder, and walk to school in the snow and all that shit, right? So it's really hard, but basically that's what you have to do. You have to put your kids through. Like even yesterday or today, I told my wife, I said, you need to stop driving the kids to their school on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They have a school bus, and they walk to their school bus 5 days a week. They're not going to get it easy. But that's the best for them. It doesn't mean you don't love them. That's the problem. Is that we really loved our kids. Like me from the '80s. You know, growing up, and I had kids in the 2000s, 2010s. We overloved them. We loved them just like everybody. You love your kids, but we gave them what they wanted. Kind of a spoiling, but we did it with love. We tried to teach them, but it didn't work. They became entitled. It didn't work. They didn't get it. They never got the message. They didn't connect it. It didn't connect. They have to get the thing and appreciate it, but they don't because they didn't have the nothing, so they didn't make the connection. Like I'm a very extremely grateful person. Like since I was 5 years old, a very, very grateful person, and respectful of my parents and my elders and the wisdom and experiences that older persons or any other people have gone through. And unfortunately, just like the way we're raising our kids, the same people ruin that. We didn't give them that. And that's what we're living through now. Let me read what you guys said here. Since we're talking about this, and can we make any money anywhere? Looking for some money opportunities here. You're still in F cell. Me, I'm pro evolution, absolutely. Even for Singapore, we were striving when Lee Kuan Yew helmed the country. And now we are suffering because we do not have strong leaders right now to lead. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. Great minds think alike. Speaking of transitions, I'd love to hear your ideas on how crypto will shape the future of currency. That's another one, Brandon, that's going to take 20, 40 years, generational, the last rotary phone will stop being used when the last people that used rotary phones die. It takes 80 years. 2020. A generation is 20 years. It takes 80 years for a cycle to end, right? So that's what you're going to see with crypto. We've gone through almost 20 years now, and now it's going into the golden era. Something's going to overtake crypto one day too. But this is it. This is a beautiful golden 20-year ramp up we're going to now experience as kids are going to be more interested in having crypto than cash. It doesn't matter what the adults think. It's like Facebook versus TikTok. Crypto is TikTok, and we're dead. We're dying. We're the old people. We're the old generation. Doesn't matter. It's going to transition, and crypto is going to be the leader. Ram Billick says, I have 2 kids. My wife said the only way we are going to have another kid is to figure out how to get for you to get how to figure out how you can get pregnant yourself. Sounds like she had a rough time with kids, or it's had a difficult pregnancies is what I'm trying to say. Alex, you kicked your oldest one out at 18? Yeah. And when you did that, though, of course you did it out of love, but did you also do it because, yeah. Hey, here's my 4-year-old. Come here.
Luna scratched me, and she was biting my sandal.
Oh, Luna was doing what? Luna scratched you and biting your sandals?
Uh-huh.
Were you trying to take your sandals away from her?
Uh-huh.
So she will not bite your sandals? But she tried to bite you? That's good. Is mommy here? No, she went out or something? She's going to do some work? All right, so you want to watch something on the TV? What do you want to watch? Stephen Alex, is that the Minecraft thing? Oh, Stephen Alex do what? Okay, on the bedroom TV? Okay. No, don't leave the doggy in here. Just leave the door open. Luna, go play with Ella. Yeah, she's doing great. She's the first kid I've ever enrolled in Montessori school. Spy just broke the low. Spy just broke the low of the day. I'm still going to hold my call, but this could be a dip play, not a fake out. For us, my other daughter started to take the Elon Musk school. It's called Synthesis. It's part of Ad Astra, his school. But that school was discontinued, Ad Astra, when he moved to Texas, I guess. And now they're just doing the synthesis part. Yeah, but she's way into NASA and SpaceX. Pretty cool. She's 9. That was Ella. She's 4. She's going to Montessori preschool, and boy, that's amazing. What a difference. I'm so glad I chose that. Like multiple times a day, she does incredibly intelligent activities. What a difference, like between just like a regular old preschool where they just kind of open up the playground. I'll go pick up like a kid from preschool at a normal preschool, and the kids are just kind of standing there like on the playground, not doing anything. Yeah, Montessori, really amazing. I'll probably take it up a notch from there. I've realized, and it took 7 kids, but I've realized that probably the best education for them is not, history and biology and math and geometry and English and Spanish and whatever. It's not any of that. It's actually not any of that. It's probably business. So I will probably enroll her and maybe my older kids, if they want to, or if it seems right for them, into some kind of a private school that's heavily geared towards business, that has a track towards business. Just because every freaking thing in your life is business first. Like The foundation of succeeding is your business sense. Then above that, if you want to, become an actress, or if you want to, do something very interesting, fine. But it doesn't work the other way, is what I've really learned. One of the best things you can do for yourself is become financially independent by the time you're 25 as a kid, which you can do if you understand how to do it. And then from there, you have a whole life ahead of you. Then you can go to Hollywood and become, what was that guy in The Room? I was just going to use him as a joke. I did not do it. I did not. Can't remember his name. Oh, Rizzo, Tommy Rizzo. So, but it starts with making the money. Even Tommy Wiseau had money. He's the perfect example of how first get your financial shit in order and then go be an idiot if you want to go and try that with your life. Not the other way around. Anyway, you guys, okay, I'm going to end the session there. Going to go put that show on for the kid. It was a really good morning. I think we did okay. And if you need anything, just message me in the Discord. All right.